Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mansillon. I thought I come spontaneously to discuss a few ideas. We're inside this great portal of the Lion's Gate. It is very intense. It is the universal energy that are being transferred, change of consciousness, a rebirth. And so right now I'm very, very tired. I feel sleepy all day, yet very enthusiastic about what is coming. Everybody will receive differently. It's only between you and God, in truth. At the beginning and the end, there is only you and God. For all is one, and one is all. You are the God you are seeking as well. But there is higher intelligence that is guiding our whole processes through all the circuits or everything in this life. For we are ready for a major shift, and both internally and externally. We need to always, in our material reality, will change, and our inner reality is changing as well. What we need is to always balance out the divine feminine and the divine masculine, the Christos and the Sophia, to achieve the one, the unity of the one true God, this God self. Realizing we have this human part that's always expanding and like always fighting against whatever the soul really wants, but we need to balance out the intellectual and the intuitive, the divine masculine, which is the integrity of the will and determination and power, and the divine feminine, which is the flow, the receptive, the loving. And this is really what is coming, and so and we need to continue to cultivate this agenda of peace. More and more people, even on the earth stage, is saying to the Kievian government, stop it. It is enough. It's like, because even during the Galactic War, there were so many peaceful civilizations that got attacked by those warriors from Orion and so on. And so they had no choice but to become warriors. But then after millions of years of conflict and fight in the galaxy, the peace was reached, and there were still pockets of darkness. The Earth is one of them that was held by the darkness, by the dark. And now the Earth has been liberated. It is in the process of really finding its true liberation. There are billions of galactic ships that are surrounding the Earth, but they're holding a frequency that is above the physicality, above the visible material realm. They will descend and become visible when it's the time. But no matter where you look on the Earth sky, at day or night, you can just say, hello, friends. And they will receive your energy. They're everywhere. They're covering the whole planet, and the Pleiadian might be the ones who they want to come closer. They are closest cousins. They look like us, but they're taller. They may be a little bit more beautiful in many sense, but they're very, very close to us, and they will bring all kinds of wonderful things. For the galactic may come to intervene at some point, very. In order to assist. And personally, I work more with the celestial realm, but then I receive messages from my galactic friends and family. For it is a relationship, a family relationship with the galactics. We all had incarnation in so many planes that we forgot, but and sometimes we have more connection to one civilization is because our soul has spent more time there, and everything is coming to the. Well, of course, it's very soft revelation, but at the U.S. Congress, it is now. It's like everybody knows that everybody's like have to realize to accept that the U.S. government has had extraterrestrial ship, has had contact with extraterrestrials for decades, and so it's like very self-disclosure when in relationship to talking about just being able to visit galactic ships where most people are not there yet. But the link has to happen through the psyche at first. It's so much to have the comfort of from heart to heart, not to be to feel like you're smaller, and so continue. I'm sorry. Well, I guess they're not gonna. No, they're not stopping. A lot of things that I'm sorry. I'm gonna close the window here. Eventually, we're gonna create technologies that will be more silent. It's gonna be a lot easier to live. For it's like even in the Pleiades, there's these words that if a human would enter, and just bring that up because of the noise, just the noisiness of a human thinking, the field, the people are so integrated within the collective field, and they all live in the silence that any humans that not enlightened would come in there. It would create chaos throughout the whole society just because of the chaotic process of the human mind. So but so it's very much things have to be understood through feelings, because if you when the energy is received and they need to be understood intellectually, it might create blockages, and the universe is really looking forward to remove the blockages, remove the limitation. So do not allow yourself to fear. Trust in the plan, trust in yourself, trust in your vision, trust in your creator. It's all between you and the creator, and once you unite your power, you create a solid bond between of faith and trust and with your creator. Then nothing can interfere. For everything else is an illusion, and do not forget that. To understand things through feeling and connect with the crystals will be active. More crystals are being activated. You can communicate through the crystalline field. Most of the earth is made of crystal, and the center of the earth is a crystalline heart that is activating all the crystals on the surface, and there is the crystal cities in the inner world, so you can communicate with the crystal. Crystal can take a form with a face and a voice. They're not just things, or you can also use them physically, or they're going to be much more implicated. They are the source base of all galactic technologies are based on crystal. So and a lot of breakthroughs are happening. In the middle of the night, they woke me up, something that really surprised me. They asked me to say yes, and of course I said yes. So it's like but it was very surprising. Good news. And when spirit could send you a message, just acknowledge, respond. If you don't be just like, doesn't matter. The message is received, it's already good. But if they call your name, just say yes, I am. Just acknowledge that they call your name, and just stand up to be counted in this group. For there's a lot of breakthrough. You got to expand through love and joy and reconnect we are reconnecting to many higher parts of ourselves, and so. And send all that is dark and that is low, and send it back to the Father, to the Mother, or the One, and Father, Mother, One, which is one and the same in truth. But although they have different function and energy in the universe, they all work as one. And let the love of the Father, the Mother, and the One impregnate all of your bodies. Let it into your heart. Invite it into your heart, and because it's all about realizing that it's all part of our soul. Our soul is the divine, is connected to the great cosmic mind, the God of time and space, the Great One, and do not worry about the dystopic dictature, 1984 Orwellian globalist agenda, and they're all surrounded by the light, and just work through the forces of liberation and sovereignty, and just be at peace with the process, and know that everything is taken care of. Everything will be handled in due time. There are sensors that are here too. The sensors, I've been working with them. I've seen local intervention. They are the judgment of God. They are beings from paradise that have been created to be the judgment of God. They have amazing wisdom and amazing power as well. But they will not. They have their own agenda, and they will only do what they do when they do it, and there are even mysteries in the universe, because when they speak, everything changes, but not all was predictable. There's all kinds of unpredictable change after the judgment happens. But we're getting close to that. I've been asking for this shift, for this, so that we can all live in peace in this beautiful world, and restore the ecology and all that. But they have their own. I trust their wisdom. I trust they're not growing into this wisdom. They are the impersonification of the wisdom, and the spirit assume that they're connected to the deity absolute, because there is things that are completely outside of anybody's prediction after they render judgment. But this world has never been censored yet. There's been spiritual judgment, but never on that level. And yet it is not. It is about restoring the the truth, because so many groups have been living outside of the law. They've been so far away from the cosmic law, from the law of truth, beauty, and goodness, that although it participates in the evolution of the universe, at some point, all of the rebels from this old rebellion will be. They're already vanquished, but they will be completely removed, if not eliminated. For God will save all that is savable. Well, I'm going to pull a card. It's about imagination. Imagination is the power of power of creation. God imagined the universe. Well, assume that, and then it became into being, and it's one thought, and it's like an eternal thought. It's so far grander than anything we can ever explain. We can experience it, but we can never express it. We can never explain it. There is no. It is utterly beyond anything that any words, any language, any limited process. It is the universe is wonderful. It's beyond anything, and we're going to be discovering many aspects of that, our universal self, universal consciousness. Well, so I come and say hello. Although I'm really shaken up, I'm really tired, I'm really shaken up, and I've accepted to do a session tomorrow. I hope it'll be okay, because it's like, whoa, really in this great portal of energy. And so I thank you for liking, sharing, and commenting, and subscribing. I thank you for your donations. I'm going to finish with pull out some cards at the end. I was going to sing a song that came in through my mind. And then when I was looking for the words of that song, there was another song that came in. I say, well, don't create confusion. So I think I sing both. I'm going to sing both. They're quite different. The first one is called, it's an old song, it's called With a Shade of Pale. Soon I'm going to get a karaoke machine or get musician to assist me in this process. But for now, I'm just going to continue with this a cappella process. It goes like this. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. We skip the light fandango, turn cartwheels, cross the floor. I was feeling kind of seasick, but the crowd called out for more. The room was humming harder as the ceiling flew away. When we called out for another drink, the waiter brought his tray. And so it was that later, as the miller told his tale, that a face at first just ghostly turned a wider shade of pale. Dun, 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 dun. She said there is no reason, and the truth is plain to see. But I wandered through my playing card, and I would not let her be one of 16 Vestal virgins who are leaving for the coast. And although my eyes were open, they might just as well been closed. And so it was that later, as the miller told his tale, that a face at first just ghostly turned a wider shade of pale, turned a wider shade of pale. Very old song from the 60s. This one is a bit not so song. So I don't know why it came. It was really so. I'm not going to contradict this inspiration. It's about somebody who's like having a hard time saying I'm sorry when a relationship, a romantic relationship. I'm just expressing my own personal thoughts about it, but when a personal relationship is over, an intimate relationship, romantic relationship is over, sometimes there is one person that say, well, that's over, I'm gone, and there's also one, no, we need to talk about it, we need to negotiate, but it's over if it's over. What's important, I think, in romantic relationship is to have a bond of friendship as well. Otherwise, it says, when I'm tired of you, you are going to be out of my life. But if there is friendship, the relations will endure beyond the time of passion and sharing. So this is about somebody who's trying to say, because we're all perfectly imperfect and we make mistakes. Sometimes we do have to say, I'm sorry. So it's called, sorry seems to be the hardest words. What I've got to do to make you love me? What I've got to do to make you care? What do I do when lightning strikes me and wake up to find out you're not there? What do I got to do to make you want me? What do I got to do to be heard? What do I say when it's all over? Sorry seems to be the hardest word. It's sad, so sad. It's a sad, sad situation, and it's getting more and more absurd. It's sad, so sad. Why can't we talk it over? Oh, it seems to me that sorry seems to be the hardest word. What do I got to do to make you want me? What do I got to do to be heard? What do I say when it's all over? Sorry seems to be the hardest word. It's sad, so sad. It's a sad, sad situation, and it's getting more and more absurd. It's sad, so sad. Why can't we talk it over? Oh, it seems to me that sorry seems to be the hardest word. What do I do to make you love me? What do I got to do to be heard? What do I do when it's all over? Sorry seems to be the hardest word. What do I got to do to make you want me? When sorry seems to be the hardest word. Well, sometimes it's only time can heal the wounds. For etheric bodies been wounded, it's covered with scars. And love and light will heal the scars, and eventually we're going to be reborn into this new bright, shining light body. And it's really with preparation. So to continue to, because also we have to understand our soul wants an acceleration of the process so that we can find this liberation. And we have all this little karmic thing and say, well, we're strong enough now, so we're going to compact all of this suffering, all of this karma, and we're going to send it down. And so it's very much like, sometimes it's really painful, but it is a way to process this karma and to be free quicker, because otherwise it would take many years, many lifetimes even to. So it's like if it was spread out through time. And so right now it's like, even on the planetary stage, there is all kinds of karma that are being cleared up to prepare ourselves for this golden age, this dawn of the age of wisdom, the age of Aquarius, the age of love, of peace, of concord, where all beings will love and respect each other. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you, and may Allah be praised for this wonderful energy that is coming down to us. So the observer of the day is a learning process, and we are learning here. We all just accept to learn, to know that you do not know. Just open yourself to new learning, to stay in the void of receptivity. The highest wisdom is an ascension. We're going one step at a time, climbing this ladder. climbing this ladder of destiny. What do we need to understand is the triumph, to be the light, to understand your divinity, don't make yourself so small. Just be humble, but do not make yourself so small that you neglect the meaning of your life and the realization of your divinity. It is something that there will be a great deal of empowerment. So it is about the triumph of the light. And even on the stage, we will see in the days and weeks and months, there's going to be tremendous change on the world stage. I've been asking God, please blow onto this card castle. It's like it's all gonna fall down. God decided to change something, it's gone. So, but right now, a lot of people are learning a lot of things through this dualistic process. So just gotta focalize on your own unity consciousness, your own peace, your joy, your expansion into this higher consciousness. What we need to do is complete the accomplishment. There's a great deal of accomplishment. We've done so much, but it is us on the ground that is making all of that possible. Millions of us, millions of enlightened beings that maybe have not completely accepted all our divinity. Well, for me, it's really, can no longer doubt that this divine is a part of me, it's a real part of me, but a lot of people are just coming into this realization in whichever way. So there is a great deal of accomplishment that will be manifesting, and a great deal of change. And the outcome will be well-being, gratitude, abundance, joy, well-being. Focus on well-being. There will be a great deal of increase in the quality of our life, and we're going to forget about all the sorrow, all the trouble, when we move into this new reality, it will be like all of that will be just it will be in the drawers of our memory, like Dante in the La Vita Nuovo. He said, I'm going to look for this story in the drawers of my memory to share it with you. But all of this will be filed into drawers, and very quickly we're gonna move into this new reality of pure joy and gratitude, and we'll have, very quickly we're going to forget that we've not always been there, because it's going to feel so natural to be in this joy. Well, I wish you a wonderful day, a great continue to be in a receptive mode, relax. And for me, I'm very tired, so I'm going to relax, and I will be back in a few days. Thank you very much. Namaste. Salat.